Before we begin, take a deep breath and think about your life. Have you ever taken things for granted? Have you lived each day thinking nothing will ever change? Today's story is a powerful reminder that life is not always what it seems. Watch till the end. You might see yourself in this journey. When I was young, I thought life was simple. My father had money, and that was enough for me. I didn't study much. I didn't work. I had everything I wanted. If I liked something, I only had to ask and my father would buy it. My friends warned me to plan for the future, but I laughed. Why worry? Why work? Life was fun. Life was easy. Every morning I woke up late. I had breakfast in bed. I watched TV for hours. Sometimes I went out with friends. We ate at the best restaurants, wore expensive clothes, drove fast cars. I believed life would always be like this. I never thought about money or effort, only about comfort. Then one day, everything changed. My father called me into the room. His face was serious. He said, "Son, we need to talk." I smiled and said, "Yes, Father," thinking it was just another conversation. But he wasn't smiling. He looked tired, concerned. "You are not a child anymore," he said. "You must think about your future." I laughed. "I already have everything I need," I replied. But he shook his head. "You have everything because I work hard. Life is not always easy. One day, things may change." I didn't understand. I thought he was just being dramatic. I ignored his words and went out again. I spent more money, laughed more, lived as if nothing would ever change. But the next morning, my life took a turn. I came downstairs ready for another fun day, but my father was waiting. "Sit down," he said, still serious. "You must learn about life." I rolled my eyes. "I know about life," I said. He disagreed. "No, you don't." Then he said something unexpected. "Come with me." We got in the car and he drove without saying a word. We passed places I had never noticed. Streets full of people rushing to work, men cleaning the roads, workers selling food. I never looked at them before. That day, I did. We stopped in a poor part of the city. My father pointed at a man selling fruit. He wakes up at dawn, works all day, never complains. He does it to feed his family. Then we saw an old woman sewing clothes in a tiny shop. "She's been working for 40 years, my father said. "She doesn't have much, but she earns with dignity." I had never seen this side of life. I had never thought of how others lived. I suddenly felt small. I felt ashamed. We returned to my father's office. I had visited before, but only to ask for money. That day was different. Phones were ringing, people were running around, papers were flying. My father looked at me and said, "Do you know what I do every day? I make decisions. I solve problems. I work so you can live in comfort." He handed me a small notebook. "From tomorrow you will work here," he said. I laughed. "Me? Work?" He didn't laugh back. "Yes," he said. "You must start from the bottom. One day I will not be here. Then what will you do?" I had no answer. The next morning, I woke up early for the first time. My father handed me a lunch bag. "Can't I eat at a restaurant?" I asked. "Today you are a worker," he replied. At the office, he introduced me to Mr. William. A strict man, no smiles, no special treatment. He gave me a stack of papers. "Check these numbers, find mistakes, work fast." I sat down and started. Within an hour, my head hurt, my eyes burned, but everyone else kept working. At lunch, I ate simple food from my lunch bag. No fancy meals, no luxury. I saw other workers eat quickly and return to work. No long breaks, no jokes, just effort. I missed my old life, but I also felt something new. Respect. Respect for those who worked hard every day without complaint. In the afternoon, I made mistakes. Mr. William told me to redo the work. I wanted to argue, but I didn't. I quietly started again. When the day ended, I was exhausted, but proud. For the first time, I had earned something with my own hands. The next day, I woke up sore and tired. My father nodded when he saw me. That small gesture felt like approval. At the office, Mr. William gave me more work. He said, "You were slow yesterday. Today, work faster." I didn't complain. I worked harder. He found fewer mistakes. He said better. Just one word, but it meant more than anything money had ever given me. As I started understanding the world of workers, their lives, their dreams, their problems. I was one of them now. I listened. I learned. I worked. The pain in my back, the tiredness in my eyes, it all meant something. I wasn't wasting time anymore. I was building something. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. I improved. Mr. Williams stopped complaining. Sometimes he said, "Good job," and those words meant the world. I saw my father differently now. He wasn't just rich, he was strong. He built everything with his own hands. One evening, he called me into his office and said, "You've changed." Then he gave me a small key. "This is your office." I was shocked. "Mine?" I asked. "You've worked hard. You're ready," he said. The key was small, but it carried trust, responsibility, and pride. The next day, I sat in my own small office. I still made mistakes. I still struggled. But I didn't give up. I didn't run away. I worked. I grew. I became someone my father could be proud of. Now when I look back, I laugh at the boy who thought life was easy. I thought money came from nowhere. I was wrong. Life is not about comfort. It's about effort. It's about building something with your hands and your heart. My father taught me that, and now I'm ready for the future. Not because I have money, but because I have learned how to earn it. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you ever had a moment that changed your life. Remember, life is not about what you're given, but what you earn. Thank you for watching.